brief me as yesterday's session? So that.
Sure, sure. So yesterday I am just giving you a just walkthrough on what it was discussed on yesterday. 1 second. Let me share my screen. Yes. So yesterday was all about the introduction of the course and what is the course objective and what are the modules that will be covered and what are the topics that we'll be covering and also I have informed the and I mean given the information that they can either have a prior knowledge in Java or no coding knowledge also it's totally fine where we'll be learning the code Java from the scratch and also the automation I mean Selenium WebDriver automation testing from the scratch to the advanced. So here I think I have shared this document in this WhatsApp chat. Okay, you can just go through that. So I have just given the walkthrough on what all we'll be doing and what are the live projects that we will be working. So as you guys know, it is both the theory and the practical session that we'll be going through. Okay, so these are the concepts, Pavan. So that was the walkthrough that was given yesterday. Just an introduction and my introduction I just given. Okay, so I'll be your automation testing trainer. Okay, so all these things, yeah, and I just forgot to mention my name. I'm Rachana. Okay, so apart from that it was just a basic introduction only. So as I mentioned like yesterday from today we'll be going up with the modules. Okay, so that is the one you can just go through the course content and if you still have any query with respect to course or what we are doing or what is the covering and what are you expecting and is it able to like are you able to see all the content that you are expecting in the modules or whatever it might be, you can just reach out to me if you have any queries with the course content. Okay, so timings is fixed, that is from the 9 p.m. IST to the 10:30 p.m. IST. So since it is the demo, we'll be taking up on the 1 hours on the initial days. Okay, so yes, I think it's a regular batch today and we can just proceed with the regular batch. Okay, so whatever we have designed in the course, so we'll be going up with that. Okay, so guys, and I want you guys to be more interactive. 1 second, I see still people are joining in. Okay, so I want you guys from more interactive since this is all the initial days. Okay, so the basic understanding, yes, so the basic understanding of what do you understand by the automation testing or what is automation testing, what do we do? Yes guys, any one of you, everyone request you to unmute and please be more interactive and let us quickly understand the things and proceed with the concepts.
Yeah,
Yes, guys?
maybe we use some tools and scripts to perform tests on our applications
Okay,
rather than executing it manually. We use some
correct. Yeah.
tools.
Yeah, we use some tools and also we write the scripts. Correct, right? So in the manual, what are we doing? We are testing every functionality manually. That is nothing but you are writing the test cases, identifying the test scenarios and writing the test cases and you are trying to execute the test suits. Correct, right? I mean executing the test cases in the manual testing. But in the automation testing, it's not like that. So where you will be converting all the manual test cases to the automation scripts and you will be having a few of the predefined test, okay, that is in the application. Okay, so in the the main goal of the automation testing, what we are doing is we are trying to cover all the software testing process. Okay, so that is nothing but uh, in the manual we'll be performing the functional regression or the performance testing, whatever it might be, okay, or the sanity test also. Okay, so I think you guys will be aware of the test cycle. Correct, test cycle, are you guys aware in your organization if you are a manual tester? Have you heard about this test cycle? Hello, guys.
Yeah, it is like sequence of tests that need to be executed, correct?
Yeah, sequence of yeah, test suits.
Activities.
Correct,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, what do you mean by the build cycle or the build, one build? Okay, forget about build. What do you mean by the build cycle? One software
So
build.
build is
So, yeah.
build is like after building the data, like our source code will get dot var or dot jar file, correct? This is what you're referring to.
Yeah, that you're like quietly close enough. So what I was trying to tell is,
Integrating and preparing the code base, right? To
yeah,
build the
that is
software.
they are I mean they are pushing the software source code to the software application. So that is the build. Okay, that you're talking about the build. What is like how they are pushing the source code, I mean how they are integrating the changes to the software, so that is the build. So build cycle is nothing but so if you have a one like one cycle is nothing but for example, there is some changes in the software. Okay, so the software developer will push the build to the QA, correct? So from the QA, they will push the changes, like whatever the changes have been made, they are pushing into the, okay, forget about QA. So before QA we have a sandbox. Okay, so it depends on the organization. It might be there might be a sandbox environment, or it may not be there. Okay, so or dev also might be there. It depends on your organization or the any of the test environment. So they'll push the changes to the QA environment, then they will push it to prod. So directly, so for example, in your real time you are using lots of applications, so like the Facebook or the WhatsApp or the LinkedIn, any of the social media application. So they, you cannot see any of the bugs, right? So it is all been resolved in the QA itself. So whatever the changes, the issues they have been made, and I mean the issues we have raised, and along with the changes they have made will be validated in the QA environment, correct? So then only they will be moving all the changes to the production, and then it goes to the prod is nothing but it goes to the live. Live is nothing but whatever you are currently using. Okay, so I know like I'm a little bit more detailed on these concepts, but just to make you understand in a clear way. Okay, so this is the one build. So one build is nothing but where one build cycle is nothing but where you will be going on with the testing process until it reaches to the production environment. So that is the build cycle. Okay, okay, so this is nothing but you have something so called as an what is that in your manual testing, the SDLC, software development life cycle, correct? Right, I think you guys will be knowing about software development life cycle, the same thing what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so as Pawan said, like we are just the developer will modify if there is any changes or anything written in the code, and they'll commit the changes to the Git or the version control system. Okay, so these changes might be any of the bug fix. It might be the bug fixes, or it might be few of the new features, or also it might be an improvement. Okay, so that is nothing but the build cycle, the stage that we go. So once they have pushed the code, we start performing the testing. So that will be the unit testing. Okay, so unit testing usually depends on the organization, so it will be done by the developers, but still after that we will be performing the regression or the sanity. So based on the organization, it varies from the organization. So what type of testing it actually requires. Okay, so yes, in the QA environment usually we perform the regression testing, and then we'll be performing the prod sanity. So prod sanity is nothing but just a main checks on the production environment. Okay, so uh, what happens here in the manual, you just have to keep on running every single time. So suppose if you have a build cycle, so you have a sprint for a 1 week, so that is nothing but for every week you have a release. Okay, so that is, so it can be a build cycle or the release cycle. Okay. Okay, so yes, build cycle or the release cycle. So you have a release for every 1 week. Okay, so for every 1 week, you just cannot perform. I mean, it takes a lot of time, manual effort to perform the manual testing. So we write the regression test suits, and we try to automate, and we will be just running the scripts and trying to generate the report in the framework. I mean, with the particular framework that you will be using. So this is what, like, the automation testing is nothing but it will just the basic I mean the advantage of the automation testing. Okay, so we are using I mean, we are using the third party tools. So that is the Selenium WebDriver. So what we are using here. Okay, so where you will be able to run the scripts automatically. Okay, and uh, what I was trying to tell. Yeah, and the speed also is very quicker compared to the manual testing. And also one more advantage is there is a reusability of the test scripts. So we can just keep on using the same test scripts. Okay, so anyone wants to add on with the advantages? Like, why do we go for automation testing, or what are the basic advantage? Anyone wants to add on your understanding? Hey guys, kindly unmute. It's a very simple question which I asked.
Yeah, so we can detect any issues early using automation testing, and also manual effect will be reduced. Uh,
Yeah,
Consistency and reliability, I think.
okay.
Yeah, I think these.
Yeah, apart from that, I want you to be more technical. So those things, basics, which I like usually on the general, which we say, but from the technical part, use some technical words, and if you can try it across. So, and also one more thing which you will be having is you can execute the test cases parallelly. Okay. So in the automation testing, the parallel execution is possible. Suppose if you are trying to run one test, what is that? Test suits, test scripts, you will be able to perform the other test, execute the other test scripts also. So that is the one advantage. Okay. So and it is the cost effective. Okay, so it's basically used for the long term projects. Okay, are you guys aware of this agile process, guys? People who are into the manual testers, should I call out your names to be more interactive? Yeah, Janavi, are you aware of agile testing? Hello, guys. Am I audible for you guys? Or
Yes, you are audible.
okay. Yeah, I see only Pavan interacting. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what I'm trying to tell is, are you aware of the agile process which happens?
No.
Okay. I think you're into, guys, anyone who wants to answer like your agile process?
Agile process is basically in this process there are different sprints. So in each week, different sprints are carried out, and I just know about this.
yeah, different sprints usually will be carried out. So where it keeps on, it's an incremental process, like usually it happens for 1 to 4 weeks. So where like the user stories will be just defined in the small, and then they will prioritize the features like based on the requirements of the client. Okay, and there is something called in product backlog also, if you are aware of these terms in the. So I also told that if you have a good prior knowledge in the manual testing, that would be more helpful for the automation. Okay, and there is a product backlog. Okay, so where you'll be prioritizing the user stories that you will be writing. Okay, and the features, if there is any new features or if there is any bug fixes. Okay, and there will be stand-ups, and the sprint planning will be there, and the sprint review. Okay, and the basic approach of this, I mean, the goal of this agile process is it's an iterative and an incremental process. So where the small increments will be added to the software. So then the features will be released into the production, I mean, to the environment, for the testing environment. So this is the something called as an agile process. Okay, so why I told about this agile processes. So agile is nothing but it's a very quick process. So where it happens for 1 to 4 weeks. Okay, it will be very fast, where you will be having a very short. So if your organization is using an, I mean, going with an agile process, so you the automation testing is more advantage for you to test it quickly and deliver for the client in a short period of time. Okay, so this is one of the advantage, and in any disadvantages you guys wants to add on, guys? I know this is first day and it is more theoretic, but still you guys have to know few of the concepts and more to the technical things. Anyone wants to add on the disadvantages, guys? Anyone it might be. Hey guys, please unmute yourself. It's okay if you're wrong also, no worries. I want everyone to talk up in the session. Speak up, please. Okay, so let me go up with that, but still request you to kindly unmute and speak up. Okay, so the disadvantage is nothing but the cost is very high. So the initial setup is very high, and also the additional resources are required for the automation testing. So that is the people who are highly skilled person are required for the automation testing. Okay, and one more thing is it is not effective for the unstable application. So for example, if there is any software, okay, so it will be frequently changing or it is not stable. Okay, so for that kind of software, it is not preferable to go with the automation testing. So then they go for the manual testing. Okay, so these are the few understanding of the uh, automation testing, the advantage and the disadvantage. Okay, so are you guys clear with that? Any doubt till now? At least yes or no, if you are clear, not clear. Just a basic understanding, guys.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Yes, guys, please unmute yourself, or at least be interactive, or raise your hands or thumbs up, whatever it might be. Okay, so yes. Guys, do you have an Eclipse in your local, in your desktop? So I'll be sharing you the Eclipse link. If you do not have, I think most of them will be having. Okay, most of them will be having Eclipse, but still, if people who do not have, I'm just sharing in the same chat. You can just click on that chat Okay, so we'll start writing we'll start going with the Java, core Java as discussed yesterday. Okay, so you can just download the Eclipse there, click on that, and you have download 64-bit Eclipse is there, right? So you can click on the Eclipse Java. Okay,
You already
so
shared?
sorry.
You shared already? I
Yeah, I
can't able
shared
to,
the link just now in the chat,
but
Pavan.
I can't able to see. I don't know.
Okay, where
Is it
did
for
I?
I
me?
can I can see. I
Not for
can
you.
see.
In this Google, I mean, with the. Sorry, where did I share? One second. Okay, I'm so sorry. I shared it somewhere else. Okay, so I just shared the link there. So if you click on that, and yes, you can try to download that Eclipse software. Okay. So once you download, let me know what you will be able to get it. Okay, we can create a project there. I request any one of you to share your screen so it will be more interactive. Okay.
Yeah, sure. If you want me to, I can share.
Sure, sure. You can share your screen.
Yep, sharing it. Are you able to see my screen now?
Hmm. I think
Are
it
you able
is
to see?
loading. No, it is blank, right, guys? I'm still, yeah, it is, yeah, able to see. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
done.
downloading. Yeah, you can
Downloaded.
open that file. Yeah.
Yes. So anything Eclipse ID
Yes,
for Java
Eclipse ID
developers.
for Java developers. Yeah. Click on that. Install. Yes, maybe that is the zip file. And yes, you can click on accept. Yeah. Meanwhile, others able to install it, guys. Apart from Pavan, like, yeah. What about Karuna, Anuj Singh? I see many people over here. It's just
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
yeah, it's done.
Okay, you can click on launch.
Launch, right?
Yes. Yes, you can click on launch here. Okay. Yeah. I think 1 second. Yeah. Create new Java project. The third option. Yeah. So whenever you want to write a code, you have to first create a project. Okay.
So he,
Yes. Click on next. Okay, give a project name. I'm so sorry. Give a project name there in the top. Yes. Give a project name as demo or anything. Demo project you can give. You have a, yeah, in the project name. No, just below there you have
okay.
a, yeah, there. Demo project. Okay, and yes, click on next.
No, I can't able to click.
You're not able to click.
Yeah.
Invalid module. Okay, do not give underscore or the
Okay.
hyphen. Yeah, maybe that is not.
Okay. Next.
Yeah, click on next. Okay, so now, yeah, you can click on finish. Okay, so now your project is being created. Okay, so now once you have, yeah, so that is the flow. You have your JRE library. Okay, so before in the earlier Eclipse, in the older versions, you just had to add the JDK file. That is nothing but the Java. You have to import all the libraries, but now you just directly get in for the latest Eclipse. Okay, so now you can right click on the project and click on, yeah, right click on the project, yeah, demo project, click on new and create a new and create a package. Okay, so you can give a package name there. Give a package name as day one. Correct, you can give a project name as day one. Okay, and click on finish. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so now if so guys, for any of the class, I mean, if you want to write a Java program, so you should create a class for that. Okay, so for creating a class, you should be having a package. So package is nothing but it's the collection of the classes. So that is the package. Okay, so you have created a package. So inside that, if you right click and create a class there. Okay, right click on the, no. Right click on the package, day one, yeah. New class. Perfect. So give a class name as example. Okay. And click on the public static void main. No, not there, just below. The check mark. Yeah, first one. Perfect. Click on finish. Okay, so this is the how, yeah. So now what you can do is you have a class and you have a main method. So in the line number 7, what you can do is, Pavan, so you can just write system.out.println. Yeah. It should be caps, okay? Yeah. System.out.println. So OUT, I think. Yeah. System, yeah, OUT, out. Yeah, not println, and open the braces and in the double quotes, yeah, write it as welcome. Okay, in the double quotes. Okay, that is a string. Okay, so you can, yeah, you can end with the, yeah. welcome, perfect. And in the end, you can add the semicolon. Okay, so now you can run that. So how you can run? So you have a green icon in the top. Yeah, run example, perfect. If you run that, yes, you can click on OK. Okay, so you got their welcome. Okay, so this is just a basic setup of the Eclipse, and we have just run the simple basic program. Okay, so if you are completely new to the Java, so this will be quite helpful, and I hope guys, are you clear with this basic understanding? If you are completely new, or if you guys know also, it is totally fine. Okay, are you guys clear, guys? So I see many people, but I don't see anyone's Raj, Janavi, Anuj Singh. Yeah, Karuna, are you clear? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thank you, Pavan, for sharing. Okay. So, yes, this is just a basic setup here. Okay. So, let us first understand like what is this Java? Okay. So, before just understanding, yes, let us understand the basic understanding of what it is. Okay. Rather than directly going up with the class and the variables or the program. One second, let me share my screen. Okay, so let us first understand what is this Java. Any idea, guys, what is Java? Hello, guys. It's all a very simple questions on the initial days. I don't see anyone's voice. I
It's
don't know.
programming language, object-oriented programming language.
Yeah, it's an object-oriented programming language. Okay, so yeah, and also it's an high-level programming language. Okay, so basically it can be it can be run on the any of the software environment. Okay, so it can be used for by the like this programming language, it can be used by the students, professionals, or any of the developers also. Okay, so it is a object oriented, class based, secure, general purpose programming language. So that is the Java. Okay, so it is, one second. Yeah, it's an object-oriented, class-based, concurrent, secured, and general-purpose computer programming language. Okay, so yes, we just went through the understanding of the simple example. So in order to write any of the simple programming, what we have to write, we have to create a class, correct? So I'm giving a class name. Okay, I'm giving a class name as an example. Okay, so inside the class name, I have a main method here. Okay, so I'll explain you what is class. Okay, so before that, yeah, how do we write the main method? So public static void main string arguments. Okay, so inside the main method, what did Pavan do? He just written the system.out.println. So I'm just writing in a short form, and I'm just passing the output statements here. So I have to write it with the double quote. So you guys know in the programming language, every single quote or the dot or the basis, every single things are important here. Okay, so here I just want any one of you to explain this, if you are aware, to explain this public static void main string arguments, what it is. Any idea? Because in the interviews in few of the MNCs, it's been asked few of the simple questions too, like explain this main method if you are a fresher. Anyone? Janavi, can you try? Unmute and try. If
Hello.
you don't know also, it's totally fine. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you try what is this main method? What is public? What is static? What is void, main, and string arguments? why we are writing this or what it is?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay. So you are from the non-IT background, Janavi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No worries if you are new to the program. So anyone else, guys? Anuj Singh. I'm just picking out the random names. Raj is there here. Hello, guys. If you don't know, also please say that no, you do not know. No
Yeah,
problem.
I think few, I know few, but
Yeah,
all not all. Like if I can, I can explain.
yeah, sure. If you are trying, that
Yeah,
will be the well good attempt. Okay,
yeah. So public, it means like anyone can access. Okay, void, it doesn't return any value. And
okay,
string, this allows to pass our arguments through command line, like to your our program through command line.
okay.
So these things I know.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect, Pavan. So yeah, public is nothing but it's an access specifier. Okay. So in Java, we have an access specifier. There are three types of access specifier. So that is the private, public, protected. Okay, so if we are declaring a method, the main method with the public, so as he said, it can be accessible from anywhere. It can be accessible from outside the class. Okay, or from the different package also it can be accessible. Okay, if we are declaring it as a public. So static is nothing but it's the method which is belong to the same class. So that is known as an static here. Okay, so and that is nothing but for the same class, so it is not for the other class, so that is the static. Okay, so void, it's a method name, so it does not indicates the method, so and it does not return a value. Okay, so that is the void. And main is nothing but it's the name of the method. Okay, so so it must be exactly the main. Okay, so this is by default here. Okay, and we have a string argument, so that is nothing but where we will be passing the arguments of the, I mean we'll be passing the array of the string object, so it will hold any arguments. Okay, so whatever we are trying to give, so for example, if I just want to save a name of a particular person. Okay, so then I will be able to I mean the string will be able to hold the all the value which I am giving in the I mean with the declaration part. Okay, so that is the string arguments. Okay, so yes, so that is the main method. Okay, so for any of the program you have to write this you have to write the main method here. Okay, so then you have a, so there then you will be having a lot of piece of code. So that is the body. Okay, so you have a system, and I mean the output statement. So system dot out dot println is nothing but it's an output statement in the I mean in the Java programming language. Okay, so whatever we write inside this, we get it in the output. Okay, so this is just a simple structure understanding of the Java here. Okay, so and this with the, one second, yeah, so with the there are four types of Java application. So that is the standalone application, web application. Okay, one second. Okay, standalone application, web application, and you have a enterprise. Okay, and the one more is the mobile application. Okay, Okay, so these are the four types of Java application you have. So standalone is nothing but for the desktop, whatever the applications that you used, or the window based, any of the application that you, or the software that you are using. For example, you are using your antivirus or a media player, or just now you have installed the, what is that, Eclipse. So that is the standalone application. So web application, you guys know, so something with the hypertext protocol. So that is nothing but the URL. So I am giving one URL here. Okay, so with the link, I mean with the website. So that is, I'm giving just a URL here. So www.facebook.com. So this is, so you will be searching this website in the, I mean with this application in the browser. So that is the web-based application. Okay, so that is the web-based application and the enterprise application. So that can be your banking application. Okay, so though, I mean, if the application which has an high level of security. Okay, so those are the enterprise application. And mobile apps, you guys will be knowing, that is the WhatsApp or the Instagram or any type of the mobile apps you guys will be knowing. So these are the different types of the Java applications. Okay, so coming with the variables. So let us begin with the variables in the Java variables. Okay. So any idea, guys, what are the variables in the Java? Any one of you guys, please be more interactive. Requesting from many times. Even if it is incorrect or you gave, yeah, enterprise also it come in the web application. Okay, so even if you are not sure of the right answer also, it's totally fine. At least speak up something.
Yeah, variables will store some data.
Correct.
Hmm.
So variable is nothing but which holds the data, or it is a memory, correct, right? So for example, okay. So for example, I need to, I'm giving a real time example. I need to memorize some paragraph. Okay, I have a big paragraph here. Uh, okay. I have a big paragraph here. So I want to store this paragraph in my head. Okay, so what will be the variable here in for a human? So brain is the variable, correct? So there in your brain you hold, I'm just giving you a simple dummy example, I mean real time example. So you store all the information in your memory. Okay, brain or a memory. Okay, you save the entire information, and this memory will hold the data of this paragraph. So whatever the data we have in this paragraph, so it might be a digits, or it might be a sentence, or anything it might be. Okay, so every single thing will be stored in the memory, correct, right? So that is the variable here. So the variable here is the memory. Okay, still, okay, so variable is nothing but, as Pavan said, okay, so it's a container which, okay, it's a container which holds the value. Okay, so it is variable is a container which holds the value. Okay, so always the variable, it is returned with the, assigned with the data type. Okay, always remember this if you're new to the programming. Okay, so it holds the value and it is assigned with the data type. Okay, so variable is a memory location. Okay, so and it is always assigned with the data type. Okay, so there are two types of I mean, yeah, there are two types of data types in the Java. Okay, so that is, any idea, guys, before I just going with it? What are the types of, what are the data types in the Java? Sorry, the types of data types. Hello
I think
guys.
primitive and
Yeah,
reference, right? Int, char, string comes under
correct,
primitive. Yeah.
correct. Primitive and non-primitive data types. Okay,
Okay.
at least you tried it. Yeah, good. Okay, so primitive and non-primitive data types. Okay. So in the previous session, in the one of the batch, okay, I just assumed that people were just quite here. Okay, so I just assumed that people are very much having a good knowledge in the Java, and I just directly jumped with the Java programs. Okay, then I got lot of inputs from the students that we do not know what exactly is Java, and we have directly jumped into the programs and without understanding what is this class or what is this variables or what are the data types. Okay, I got lot of inputs from the many of the students. Okay, so guys, I request you to please speak up with all your concerns. Okay, so I'm just going up from the scratch without even skipping a ABCD in the Java. Okay, so these are all the ABCD in the Java. I'm not going up with a direct Java here. Okay, so at least I mean from this phase itself, it's a very simple things where you have enough chance to make an error mistake and learn it over here. Okay, so there are two types of variables here. Okay, so that is the primitive variable. So the I'm so sorry. I forgot. Yeah, Pavan. So the int, char, all those are the data types. Okay, so primitive. The variables are different. Okay, so there are two types of variables. So that is the primitive and the non-primitive variables. Okay, so for example, if I just want to write a variable, so I am writing a variable name as var. Okay, so I always said I mean the variable always as the it is always written with the data type. So how will I write that? Int variable, variable name is equals to, I'm giving a value here. Okay, so this is how I write the variable. So int variable is equals to 65. So 65 will be stored in the var variable. Okay, so this is how you write store the data in the variable. Okay, so one second. Yeah. So there are three types of variables. Okay, so that is nothing but local variable, instance variable, and the static variable. So any idea, guys, what are all these? Any idea what is local, instance, and the static variable, guys?
No, I don't have an idea.
Okay, no problem. Anyone else? I think there was one person who just joined it. Any idea? Name is not given there. Local variable, instance variable, and static variable. Okay, let me assume that you guys are two, three, and four. So let me assume that you guys are not aware. Okay, so no problem. Okay, so local variable is nothing but any variable, okay, which is declared inside the body of the method. Okay, please remember this. Don't get confused with this variables here. Okay, so local variable is nothing but any variable which is declared inside the body of the method. So that is the local variable. Okay, so you can use this variable only within the method. Okay, so this is the local variable. Okay, so it cannot be defined with the static keyword. Okay, it cannot be Okay, so it cannot be defined static keyword. Okay, so that is the local variable. Okay, so instance variable. So instance variable is nothing but variable which is declared inside the class but outside the body of the method. So that is the instance variable. Okay, so let me just add this point here. Okay, so it can be asked in your interview also. What are the different types of variable to be explained here? Okay, so variable that is declared inside the class but outside the body of the method. Okay, so that is the instance variable. Okay, so static variable is nothing but which is declared as any variable which we give a static keyword. So that is known as a static variable. Okay, so these are the three types of the variable. Okay. So let us write one simple program in order to understand this variable, types of the variable. Okay, so I'm just giving a class here. I'm just writing a class A. Okay, so inside the class A, I'm writing a variable with the static keyword. So what type of variable this is this, guys? Hello, guys. What type of variable is this?
So it is local variable. You're writing inside the class, right?
Yeah, inside the class, but I'm using a static
Uh,
keyword, right?
okay, then it is static variable.
Yeah, correct. So this is the
Mm,
static keyword. Perfect. Okay.
mm.
So it is a static, I mean the static variable. Okay. So now I am writing a method. So the method, so how do I write a method? With the void, correct? So I'm writing a method, and if I use a double braces, so that is the method here. Okay. So inside the method, I'm writing one variable here. Okay, and it is also inside the class. So what type of variable is this?
Local.
Perfect. So this is the local variable inside the class. Okay, so and one more is we have a main method here. Okay, I'm just copying this. Okay, so we have a main method here. So inside the main method, I am writing the variable here. Okay, so what kind of variable is this? So this is
Inside
declared
the main
inside, yeah, inside
instance.
the
Instance.
perfect. So you can just relate this, you can just map this definition here. So variable which is declared inside the class but outside the body of the method. Okay, so outside the body of the method. So this is outside the body of the method. So that is the instance variable. Okay, so this is the instance variable. Okay, so this just a simple understanding of this variable, and there is nothing major with this, but always don't get confused with this variable. What type of variable is this? Okay, so always try to map with the definition and try to understand this variable. Okay, so and let us go with one of the simple program. Okay, simple Java program to add two numbers. Okay, write a Java program to add two numbers. Okay, so how will I do that? What is the first step that I have to do? I have to create a class, correct? I'm giving a class, and this is the class name, whatever I'm writing next to the class. So that is the class name. Okay, so after class, what do I have to write? There is a main method here. Okay, so in order to add two numbers, so what is the requirement that I need to do? What is the requirement we need? We needed two data types, I mean two variables, sorry. We needed two variables. So I'm storing the variables here in the two. I'm taking the variable as A and B, and I'm adding this I'm storing the values here. Okay, so now I want to add this value and I have to store in the third variable. How will I write that? Int. I'm taking the third variable and I am adding that. Do I have to add with the 23 plus 34 or a plus b?
It's A plus B.
Guys?
It's A plus B.
Perfect. Okay, so it is, yeah. So it is a plus b. Okay, I'm just trying to add this. So now I want to print the result. So how will I do that? System.out.println, and I'm trying to print here. So if I write in the double quotes, only the C will be printed. The strings, if I'm writing with the double quotes, so that will be string. So if I'm not including the double quotes, so that will be the variable. Okay, so the variable, the result will be printed. The value, the result of the a plus b value will be printed in the output statement. Okay, so you can just try this simple program in your local, or you can use your Java online compiler. I recommend not to use Java online compiler. Okay, unless and until it is not important program, you can use your online compiler for the simple programs. But always recommend you to use an Eclipse where we'll be running a lot of script, Java programs, and I do not want you guys to any single program. Okay, there are I've seen a lot of people, what they do is they just run in the compiler and they will be looking for the programs. They will not store, where they will not be able to save the programs. Okay, so that is the just a simple understanding of the basic program there. Okay, one second. Okay, so this is all some of the basic understanding before writing our programs. Okay, and let us go with the basic understanding of the data types. Okay, so I'll be extending for another 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes here. Okay, so let us have some understanding of the data type. So that is the, we have two types of data types. So that is the primitive data types and the non-primitive data types, as I mentioned. So primitive, maybe for variables you might have told that, or whatever it might be. Okay, so for the primitive data types, we have primitive data types is nothing but we have boolean, char, okay, byte, short, long, int. One second. Okay, so primitive data types, we have boolean, char, byte, short, int, long, float, and double. So these are the primitive data types, and non-primitive data types are nothing but, okay, non-primitive data types are nothing but classes, okay, interface, and the arrays. Okay, all these are the non-primitive data types. Okay, so before using this data types in your program, you should also understand what type of value that the particular data type will hold. So boolean, the first one is, we have a boolean, correct? So boolean is, okay, let me add it here. Okay, so the Boolean data types are nothing but, Boolean data type is nothing but, so it has a state, correct, right? So it has a two possible, it's a single bit. More than the first thing is, you have to understand that it is a single bit. Okay, so it's a single bit data type. Okay, it
నువ్వు
holds
చెప్పేదానికన్నా నీది కూడా చెప్పేది
two bit
బాగుంటుంది
of information.
నిజంగా
Okay, I think someone can just mute. I'm just muting. Yeah, cool. Okay, it's a single bit data type. Okay, so it will just hold a two possible states. So you guys must be knowing that. So that is the true or false. So it waits. So Boolean, whenever we are using the Boolean variable, so it will indicate the two states, so that is the true or false. So boolean variable name, and I'm writing it as false. Okay, it can be written true also. Okay, so this is the boolean data type. Okay, so next we have a byte data type. Okay, so just have to remember few of the values but not exactly the memorize. Okay, so 1 byte is nothing but, okay, 1 byte is nothing but 8 bit. Okay, always remember this. 1 byte is nothing but 8 bit. Okay, so what will be the 1 byte value? So any idea, guys? 1 byte value or the 8 bit value? Hello, guys.
No, Rachna.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so 1 byte value will be minus 128 to plus 127. So this is the I mean the range it will store the data. Okay, so that is the 1 byte. Okay, so by default it will be 0. Okay, so if I want to write a byte, okay, so byte A, I mean byte, so byte is a data type. So data type variable name is equals to 126. Okay, I'm just giving some random values. So this particular range values only it can store the data. Okay, so that is the byte here. Okay, so next we have a short data type. Okay, so short data type, it's a 16-bit data type. Okay, short data type. Okay, it's a 16-bit. Okay, so 16-bit is what? 2 byte, correct? So it holds the value from the minus 32768 to plus 32768. So any value which has been written with the short data type, it can hold the datas ranging from this particular value. Okay, so this is the short data type, and next we have a integer data type. Okay, so this is the 32-bit. So 32-bit means how many byte, guys? 32-bit is how many byte? Any idea? Hello guys, just try it here. Just now I explained.
Is it 4? 4? 2 plus
32, yeah, it
2
is a
plus 2.
4 byte. Correct, exactly. So
Yes.
it's a 4 byte. Okay, so the integer data type, the value ranges somewhere from, okay, I'm just sharing this value, but no need to memorize, but it's a very large value. Okay, so most commonly we'll be using the integer data type. Okay, so then we have a long data type, which is 64-bit. Okay, so long data type, it will, so 64-bit, it represent, I mean, it holds the 64-bit storage. Okay, so it has a very longer value, but most commonly we use the integer data type. Okay, so next we have a float data type. So float means what? It's a decimal value. I think you guys must be aware of the float data type. Okay, so it will hold a decimal value and it is a 32-bit. At least just have some ideas, okay? Rather than just memorizing every single thing, just have some basic understanding of this programming language, okay, before writing the code. Okay, so this float data type, it holds the decimal value. So how will I write that? So float variable name is equals to, so I want to store the value of this decimal value. I mean, I have to store the value which has a decimal. Okay, so that is the float data type. Okay, so double is nothing but which holds the 64-bit. Okay, so the storage is quite larger than the float data type. Okay, so when will I use the double? When I have to store some larger values. So I go for the larger decimal values. So I go for the double data type. Okay. Okay, so this is the double data type. Okay, so somewhere I just missed the character. Okay, so that is the char data type. So character is nothing but a single character. Okay, so a group of word. So the entire name or the group of word is the string. Character is nothing but a string, single character. Okay, character, letter, I mean the object, not the object, the variable name. Variable is equals to, I'm adding a single character here. Okay, so this is the character data type. Okay, it's a 16-bit data type. Okay, so these are some of the primitive data types. I hope you got some ideas of what is this exactly. Okay, if you're completely new to Java. Okay, so then we have a non-primitive data type. So that is the classes. And arrays you will be understanding when you completely jump into the arrays concept. Okay, so and interfaces also I'll be explaining you in the upcoming sessions about this complete understanding of the uh, arrays and the interface. Okay, so what do you mean by class? What is class? So that is the first thing where you have to understand what is class in Java.
It's blueprint
Yeah, blueprint, just
of an object.
yeah, blueprint for creating an object. So that is nothing but a class. Okay, so object is, what is object?
I
It's
don't
an
know, like
instance of,
pretty basic. Yeah,
yeah.
anything is an object. Anything we consider to create is an object.
Okay,
So I had this in 2017, but I don't
okay,
remember exactly. Yeah.
okay, no problem, no problem,
Yeah.
but these are the basic understanding. Okay,
Mm,
1 second, I have one PPT here for your basic understanding of this.
mm.
Java is very new. I will just share that across.
And also, Rachna, can you share the document like where you covered module and everything, right? Can you share
Sure,
the
sure.
document as well?
I
Yeah,
will just share it once again.
yeah, yeah, please.
Actually, there is one document here. And I just mentioned, Pawan, like I'll be sharing the entire Java notes and the I mean the materials will be provided. Uh, okay, so once the batch be finalized, the materials will be provided to you guys. Okay. And also the recordings will be provided every single day. 1 second. And I hope you are aware that it is only the weekday classes sessions. Okay.
Okay, what is the tenure, Rachna? What is,
Of the duration of the course?
yes, correct.
Yeah, 5 hours. So I'll be trying to cover around 1.5 months idly, or it also may be extends for the 2 months also. Okay,
Hmm.
considering every single day 1.5 hours. So that is from 9 p.m. to the 10:30 p.m. IST, and sometimes it might extend, but when we are jumping in with a lot of huge concepts like Selenium, WebDriver, and a lot of when we are writing
Sorry, I missed some point or hello, am I audible, Rachna?
Hello, guys, am I audible? Sorry, my bad. My network
Yes,
was
you're audible.
this.
You're
Yeah.
audible now.
Okay. So yeah, I was just trying to say that it's a 1.5 hours every single day, and there are chances that the hours might extend, like based on the concepts or the scripts which we are writing, and in order to continue and try to wind up on the same day, it might extend also. Okay, but every single day it is 1.5 hours, so it is both the theory and the practical sessions. Okay, I'm just sharing one screen to you guys. Yeah, I mean one PPT here. Okay, so I'll just share this document also. Okay, so here, like people who are very new or who have just studied Java in your college or your engineering. Okay, so for them, this document is for. Okay, so who just do not have a touch in the Java. Okay, so for them it is. So just the introduction and what is this Java programming. I'll share this document across. You can just have some basic understanding. Okay, so before just joining with the, I mean, coming for the upcoming days sessions. Okay, so and also there will be an interview preparations also where which will be happening in the parallel days. I mean in every single day, I'll be highlighting a lot of interview preparation tips and also the programs which will be asked in the interview. Okay, so the basic components of the OOPS. So you will be knowing this object classes, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, and encapsulation. Okay, so just understanding with the basic understanding of the object. Okay, so yes. So anything, anything can be an object. Okay, so an object as a, for example, if a car is an object and the object can have a multiple attributes. So you can just see it, multiple attributes, and it can have some methods also. Method is attributes are nothing but the data. So the car can
You're
have a
sharing your
color.
screen?
Yes, is it not visible?
No, 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 no. It is
Oh,
not
I'm so
visible.
sorry. I just shared it long back. How about now?
Yes, it is loading. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
sorry. Okay, so this is just a simple document here. Okay, so here we have basic components of the oops. Okay, so this is an object. So object can be anything. Okay, when anything which has an anything can be an object here. Okay, so a single object has an multiple attributes are there, and there are methods. Okay, so methods are nothing but the actions. So for example, if you have a dog here, okay, so the dog is an object. Okay, so the colors, I mean the color of a dog, or it has four leg it has a four legs and it has a tail. So all those are the variables. Okay, so methods are nothing but, so if the dog is running or it's a barking or it's sleeping, okay, the actions which it performs, so those are the methods here. Okay, so I know I'm just going it from the ABCD, but this is good for your understanding. Okay, so here you can see multiple example for the object. Yeah, here you can just see the, yeah, attributes are nothing. This is an object, and the attributes are color, breed, age, and weight. And the behavior is nothing but these are the methods here. Okay, so this is an object. Okay, so class is nothing but it's a blueprint of an class. I mean blueprint of an object. Okay, so this is a class. So class can have a attributes or it can have the methods. Okay, it can have a data types. Okay, class can include all this things here over here. Okay, so object, it's an instance of a class. And yes, and also the class can have the multiple objects over here. Okay, I know this looks very colorful and it's just simple ABCD understanding here. Okay, so here we have a, I know we will be going with the depth understanding of every single thing with the programs example for each of them. Okay, but this is ABCD sessions, I mean the initial sessions. Okay, before jumping into writing the programs. Okay, so here we have an inheritance. Okay, so inheritance is nothing but where we are deriving the where we have a parent class, I mean okay, the grandparent class, and then we are deriving the parent class and then the child class. So the child class will contain the property of the parent and the grandparent. So parent will be having the it contains the property of the grandparent. Okay, so this is just a we call it as a super class also. Okay, so from the main class, okay, super class or a parent class, so we are deriving a multiple child class over here. Okay, so the usage and everything, so we have a extends keywords when we are writing the program, and with the examples I'll be explaining you the inheritance, I mean every single concept with the program example. Okay, so you can just see this understanding. Okay, and there are multiple 5 types of inheritance over here. Okay, so that is the single inheritance, multi-level inheritance. So you can expect this question like what is inheritance, and explain the types of inheritance in a Java. So if you are an automation test engineer, and if you are trying to attend an interview with an automation testing, so the inheritance, I mean this kinds of concepts also, the Java concepts will be asked in your interview. Okay, and also you can expect one programming questions for sure from the core Java. You should be having a basic understanding, not from the extent advanced Java, but yes, the basic understanding of Java is mandatory for an automation tester. Okay, so single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical, and multiple inheritance, and we have a hybrid. Okay, we'll be learning each one of them in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so abstraction we have, so abstraction is nothing but, for example, your WhatsApp. Okay, so you have a WhatsApp there, you do not know what is happening in the, when you send a call, uh, call, you do not know what is happening behind scenes, correct? So where that request is going, and from where you are getting a response, and where the user is picking up the call, I mean who is picking up the call, you not know what is happening internal things, correct? The same thing is abstraction. It's the process of hiding the implementation details from the user, and only the functionality will be provided. Okay, so that is the abstraction here. Okay, so yes, they have given the example of, yes, the mobile phone here, which I just told. Okay, and you have a polymorphism. Okay, so you can just refer this document. I'll share this document too in the WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, so here, whatever I explained today, you have everything here. Data types, variables are present here. Okay, you can keep this document for your understanding, data types, variables. Okay, and you have an operators also. So usually I don't go with this operator, because you know all this basic mathematics in your college days or school days also. Okay, I do not go with all this simple concepts, but yes, should be having some understanding. Okay, so control statements you can skip for now. I'll be explaining you in the upcoming session during the control statement. So for now, you can just have some basic, yeah, understanding of the Java here. Okay, so control statement, you can just see what it is. If statement, if else statement, else if, and if else if ladder we have. Okay, yeah. So switch statement also is there, while, do while, for loop, for each loop is there. Okay, so you can just look a overview and see. Do not go into this all this programs and just get confused. Okay, but still you can just have an understanding of that. So each and every single program, I mean lot of programs will be in the upcoming days, will be going up with a lot of programs. Okay, so any doubt guys till now?
If course wise, I mean, I have few doubts regarding the our training and all, but apart from that, I'm good. you're done with today, then we can discuss.
Okay, yeah. What is the, yeah, Pawan, you can just go ahead with what is that query you have.
Okay, so I have around 6 years of experience now. Okay,
Okay.
so I just want to convert my experience to this as well, like half of the experience. So how would it help me with your training? Like how much experience I can gain in these 2 months?
Okay, perfect. So what you can do is, I know, like if in this training we'll be having a functional testing. Okay, so you can just, you are just trying to convert your current, I mean, a few years of experience to your automation testing, correct, right? Or as an automation tester. Okay,
Correct.
so yeah, so from this training, at least you can just, I know like this is a crash course and we'll be, the real time project is like completely, like when you dive into entire things and work, so that experience level is different. And yes, but still, we are trying our maximum to give you a best. Uh, I mean, best training for the real time project. Okay, so you can just include in your automation testing for around 1 year to 1.5 years. Okay, so if you are asked with more of the framework design and everything, it goes on with the advanced automation testing. So from this, you can include around 1.5 years. Okay, and also the 2 years also, if you are having a good knowledge on with the frameworks which you have been included, I mean, which you will be learning here, that is the TestNG and the rest assured. Okay, so it depends on your understanding and your knowledge on your knowledge on how you will be handling the how you'll be understanding in depth of the concepts and how you'll be able to manage with the answering in the interview. Okay, but it is quite possible that you can mention around 1 to 1.5 years of experience.
Okay. So
Yeah.
frankly speaking, I doesn't know any ABCDs. Like I learned this in 2017. Okay, the Java and all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and also I am not from testing background, manual testing background. So
Okay.
am I? Do you think that am I fit here
Yeah,
for the
that's
training?
what yeah, Pavan. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. So even if you do not know the manual testing, I recommend you guys to just have some prior knowledge of what is this terms and like you're completely new to testing, you mean to say, right?
Correct. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so manual testing, I recommend you to, I like you can reach out to the team, the same Isha team. So if you need any other course also, you can go through. But since this is a purely technical, I mean, automation testing course, I cannot give every single manual concepts of being explained. Okay, but I recommend you to study some, or you can reach out to the team if possible. They'll give you some of the materials also. Okay, with the manual testing, but you must have some prior basic understanding, not the entire thing. Okay, so as I said, for an automation, you just go into the, you say that you are okay, let me, yeah, it's okay, no problem. So suppose you just go into any of the interview and say that you have worked for around 2 years, and they will ask you few terms like you are using an agile process, you have a sprint, or how is the sprint going on, and how you do your functional testing. So all these things, I cannot help you with this, but I can help you with how you
But
can crack
thing
your
is,
interview.
here
Yeah.
I am not new to software industry, but I was
Okay.
new to this testing only. So whatever the interview questions I can, okay, that I can convert. That's not an issue because I'm new to only testing and Java. Other than that, I know how it is going in the current market and everything. So
Okay.
I just want to know, like even though even I am not having any ABCs in both Java and manual testing. Am I fit for this,
Yeah.
or you want me to suggest? You are suggesting any other course before that doing this?
No, no, nothing as such. Apart from the basic understanding of the manual testing, nothing prior is required for year, because from Java we are going from the scratch to the advance. Okay, so we'll be executing. I mean, going up with a lot of coding things from the ABCD. What I am doing it from the initial days. Okay, so and you will be going up with the Selenium and the REST Assured and also the TestNG framework. Okay, and also the basics of the Cucumber framework. So that is somewhere you can just include you can. So suppose you are working in some project, Pavan, as a data analyst or anything. Okay, so you know some softwares, correct? If you are have a software experience, so
Yeah,
you have worked in any of the software applications.
yeah. I'm from cloud and DevOps background. I'm curious
Okay,
to learn this, so I'm just hoping to
yeah.
add one bucket of knowledge in my career as well. So that is the reason I just want to learn this as
Correct. Awesome. So, what you can do is you can just pick any of your project and you can start and writing the scripts. That is the, like, once you learn, I'm trying to tell, you can just start automating and implementing all this Selenium WebDrive, the functionality testing. Write the scripts and you can just generate a report in the TestNG document, and I'll guide you with every single step for whatever application that you are using. Okay, so for the same site, you can just do your functional automation, and you can include in the I mean, with the resume that you have been worked as a tester for this application, and these are the things that you have done.
well. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there is other guy, like if they just ask them, like we can cover at the end, like PP or someone.
Cover the.
No, no, you just ask about like there is other guy, PP, right? Then I have few questions. We'll cover at the end because the people are leaving because of me. I don't think so.
No problem,
Uh,
no problem. If people are
yeah.
leaving, it's totally fine. Yeah, if
Okay.
you have anything, you can let me
So
know, Pavan.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So what I was asking is, you are saying that there is one real-time project, right? So what we
Yeah.
are going to do in the real-time project?
So you can watch the day one recording. Okay, so I have explained
Okay.
every single thing. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
okay,
Mm,
uh, you can just fast forward and watch the day one recording, what we are
sure.
doing, everything. Okay,
Sure.
but still I will explain. Okay, so what we are doing there, everything. Okay, let me just say it off in a quick. Okay, so in the at least I'm plan. So for we are not just picking up one single site. We'll be having a multiple sites where we'll be performing the practice sites. I'll be sharing you lot of sites, okay, for the practice purpose only, and you can pick any of the site. Okay, I recommend you the Orange HRM. Yesterday I shared the link. Okay, you can just refer the video there, which site we are automating, and there is one more, that is the automation test practice is there. So where you have all the functionality, that is the drag and drop down. So how to get the page title in the Selenium WebDriver, the navigations. Okay, so how to upload the file and how to read the data from the Excel. Okay, how you can perform the drag and drop and take the screenshots. So everything, all the functional testing, how to handle the multiple windows. So everything, a single thing will be doing with the site, I mean with the project. Okay, so for that you can explain. So you can show me your site, I mean not now, but someday in between the session, and I'll help you out how you can just convert this site that you have done the functional testing for this particular site.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it. So here the
Yeah.
technologies is one. I came to know that one is TestNG, Cucumber, Selenium.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
else?
And the rest Azure,
Rest.
for
Rest.
the rest Azure, so that is for the
Azure.
API automation. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay, and we have a GitHub also. So I'll be helping you how you can just push your code to the Git, and how you can clone your project, like whatever you're writing in your Eclipse, right? How you can clone it to the Git, and how you can use few of the commands of the Git
Okay,
commands.
okay,
Okay, and
okay.
there will be your resume preparations, and few of the like daily assignments will be given every single day. Okay, so you can go with the assignment practices, and there will be lot of sites practicing will be doing during the automation test practice.
And how many days Java will you take to teach
Yeah,
Java?
in the same PDF. Okay, I'm just sharing you now itself. So
Uh-huh.
there I have
That is the
mentioned. Yeah.
from tomorrow, like let's getting dive into the Selenium, right? Directly or how it will be.
No, no. First we are going up with the Java. So,
How many days I think if the approx like just rough.
okay, I have mentioned here. One second.
Okay,
Let
okay.
me, yeah.
So I think you understood, right? I just want to add some knowledge into my bucket. So I'm learning
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm not it for any job and all. I don't have any that requirement as of now.
Okay, okay. No problem, no problem. You can go up with that. Okay, so this is the course content. Okay, so every single thing is being given here. Module 1, that is the automation testing, 2 hours, just the basic. We are just going up with this flow. Okay, no need to worry
Mm.
about any of the flow here. You can follow up and keep in track during the sessions. So introductions, and the introduction to Selenium, I'll give it shortly. And today we just have some introduction to Java and installation of Eclipse, and the data types and the variables also. Few of the concepts I have not included here since it will be huge. It looks completely huge. Okay,
So
so
16 hours is for Java.
yeah,
Okay.
okay, 16 to 20 hours. And also based on the how the people, I mean how the students will cooperate with me. And there are lot of programs will be practicing around 40 to 50 programs. Okay, the pattern programs or all those things I could not dump in here into the
Okay,
course
understood.
content.
Understood. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a Selenium. Yes, I have given this approximate duration, but yes, this will be the durations where we'll be covering the core Java and the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so the 10 hours and also the framework. So this is not just the 10 hours, it might be more than that also because we have included lot of concepts here. Okay, so but approximately it will be just in and out the hours, but I have just given the approximate hours here. Okay, so frameworks here and the TestNG framework, I have mentioned all the content. Okay, and we have a REST Azure API automation. Okay, mainly we'll be focusing on the functional testing. Okay, so rather than yeah, uh, I mean the frameworks and the functional testing, and you have a Jenkins GitHub. Okay, and yeah, the page object model will be covered before the Selenium only.
This is
Okay,
form, right?
yeah, yeah, form.
Dependency. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
dependency. How you can add the all those things will be covered during the Selenium only. Okay, and we have a Cucumber framework, and the real-time project will be covered. Okay, I think that should be fine here. I have included the resume preparation, and the daily assignments will be provided, and the recording access will be there for you even after the sessions too. The lifetime access will be provided.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pawan. Anything else, if you have, you can just reach out to me in the WhatsApp. Okay. So I have, I mean, you can reach out to the Kumar sir also, or you can reach out to me also. You can DM me in the same group. I mean, in the group also, you can drop the chat queries, or you can DM me also from the group. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
I hope,
Thank you.
yeah, I hope we are good to wind up. Thank you. Thank you.